First, PLouise, she gave us this, okay? First, she gave us this, the Cancel palette, okay? A lot of you newbies don't know none about this, okay? Because she's discontinued. But we forgot about this. Some of us forgot about this. I ain't, okay? But this is the first big-ass pan, I believe, of PLouise that she came out with. Then she said, bitches, hold my tea, okay, my cup of tea, okay, and she said, I got something even better for you. And she said, okay, let's come out with something like this. She came out with Wish XL palette, and we went crazy, and we was going nuts, okay? I don't like browns. I'm not a brown girl. I'm a colorful hoe. But this palette, I had to, though, because anything fucking PLouise, I don't care. Most sold palette, I bet you this is the most sold palette. And so, this is the biggest palette to date so far. She said, sis, I'm not done. I'm not done. So she purchased her Lambo. She said, hold on, bitches. I'm still not done. Oh my gosh. And then she came out with this. Oh my god. She said, you know what? While I'm at it, how about this? She said, how about this, bitches? She said, how about 150 fucking pan of eyeshadow goodness? How about that? How about that? How about that? And we could not fucking believe it. A triple deluxe, triple X fucking L palette. Nobody does it. September of 2025, that blew my mind. I'm like, oh my god, what is that? What is that? So she's like, I ain't releasing this shit. She said, cause hold on, bitches, I got something for y'all. Hold on, hold this. She said, hold this. So she must have got wind in 2020, early 2025, that motherfuckers gonna be talking about in 2026 is comeback. 2026 is going to be the year of 2016 makeup all over again. She said, really? She said, okay, bet. She said, I got something for y'all. She said, you think you've seen something yet? She said, you think you've seen it all yet? She said, how about this? Shut the fuck up. She said, how about this? How fucking about this? The new PLouise triple XL rainbow palette called the Creative Motherfucking Comeback. And she came back. She said, y'all talking about 2016 makeup? You know, what 2016, she's like, got something for that ass. Hey, hi, how you doing? Okay, so we got her, and then we got her. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, what? Who? What? Oh, my gosh. Hey, I'm Beauty On Qway. Welcome to my YouTube. I hope you're here to stay. Aren't we colorful? Because Pride is every fucking day. But anyways, you guys, welcome on into my channel, okay? As you see in the title, you see in the thumbnail, we are getting into the second play, but really the first one, because I took the other one off. The first play-ish ever of the new, I'm not opening this big ass palette. Absolutely not. Creative Comeback from PLouise, okay? This palette has taken over TikTok, and I need to go ahead and post my little whatever so I can get some numbers. I don't know, but yeah. We came up with a look. I just did a pro look, one of their looks, okay? You'll see in the video. But yes, so I'm going to wrap this up really quick because hopefully try to keep the video short. Maybe I can edit it. My computer is not heavy duty. Like, I have 8 gigabytes, point blank, period. And for a 20-minute video, it's taking 4 hours. And that's not supposed to, okay? It's supposed to take like an hour or less. But anyways, you guys, we got into this beautiful look today. Okay, I tried a little bit graphic line. I wanted to do more, but then I said forget it. But this is our look with the new PLouise Creative Comeback Palette, okay? So I want you to go ahead and get your bases and everything and get ready, okay? Because we're going to do that, right? We're going to do that. New hair, whatever, but we're going to do that. And so, like, comment, and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you be notified when I upload, okay? Okay? All right. Okay, so, and I don't know what I know what I want to do today. I think I'm going to do like a little, I don't think I can give 5 days of colorful looks. I don't think I can do that. but I think I can, but I don't think I want to do that. But yeah, so today it's gonna be rainbow, but it's gonna be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know I'm finna fuck it the fuck up. I'm finna fuck it the fuck up. Okay, point blank period. I'm hungry, I'm starving, and I'm about to go and eat. Okay, so give me one moment. No, didn't like that. So here we go. Like 3 days later, new hair and everything. just wait. Okay, so yeah. So this is the one I'm going to do. I really like that. Okay, we just do number 2. Okay. Oh Lord, you do not leave this like this. You blend them edges out like that, and then in here. So we're gonna go ahead and get that going, and then come back, and we will have gotten started. Okay, so if you don't know, PLouise came out with a Creative Comeback Palette, the palette I've just been waiting for all my life. Okay, so I think I did show this palette already, but here is half of it. Here is the rainbows, the shrainbows, the everything. Okay, show you guys, and then there's also some beautiful freaking shimmers as well. Okay, I got the bundle where you get either the bases, which I have all of them, and all the paints. Okay, I got the one with the 5-piece brush set. Okay, it did come with 5 brushes. I'm a PLouise brush hoarder. If you know me, you know that I'm a PLouise brush fucking hoarder. Okay, but here are these beautiful brushes. You can see I used one when I did the other look and failed, but whatever. So anyway, PLouise paint. Okay, ecstasy. Nope. Yeah, ecstasy, right? Just like that. I love using the paint because it is just makes your eyeshadow even more vibrant, even though it's a darker color. And it just speeds up the process with adding shadow. Shade 40. So we're going to go in with a PLouise 113 brush, okay? All right, all we're doing, you just pack the color on. There's no blending. There's no none of that. You just pack it on. Basically, you're setting the paint. Okay, the paint and the eyeshadow base and the colored bases are on TikTok shop. Are going out of, like, she's getting rid of them. That's why they have a big ass sale on the website. Bro, hello? I didn't hear no phone. It's fine. I didn't hear no phone. There ain't no blending, ain't no windshield wiper motions. You don't know how to place an order, please, hon. Okay, see that? See how there's no blending? No, we're not blending nothing. No, it's just little packing motions. Basically, we're setting the eyeshadow just like you would set your concealer, right? When you put powder on your concealer, it makes it matte, right? That's what we're doing. We're setting the paint. The best way to apply your eyeshadow is from darkest to lightest. Hey, make sure your eyeshadow, your darkest color is above your crease, okay? Kids, because if you go to cut your crease or anything and you remove your eyeshadow, the darkest color, then it's like, well, what was the need? What was the reason?
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Okay, you can't see the darkest color now. So there is 2 PLouise techniques, okay, that's going to help you get the PLouise style of blends, the yummy, delicious, blended, blurred eyeshadow. Both techniques are important, okay? So we're going to act like this is just our first, because it is, but act like this is our first color we're laying down on top of regular base, okay? One is going to be on a PLouise 112. All these brushes are PLouise till I say fucking otherwise. Point blank period, okay? We're going to go into the shade number 38, the lighter technique, okay? It's when you place half of your shadow on the base and half on the previous shadow, okay? Basically, just think of your brush split down the middle, like, and the reason why you are placing it half on the base, half on the previous shadow, because you're going to blend the edges of the previous shadow, okay? Point blank in the period. You see how that looks like one shadow? Yeah, see how that looks like one shade, okay? That's how you want your shadows to look like, one, okay? You see where half of the brush, of the eyeshadow and the brush is on the first color and half of it is on the exposed base. That is the way you want to start applying your next color, okay? We don't do no windshield wiper motions over here, bitch. We do not do that. What we do is itty bitty back and forth rubbing motions, patting motions, or whatever. If you want your eyeshadow to look good as mine and PLouise, okay, listen to what I am preaching. All right, pat, 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 pat. Next shade we're gonna go into is in the pinks. It's the shade 18, okay? And the 50-50 technique is used for each and every shadow that you use, okay? If you got 20 eyeshadows that you're using, whoop, you do this technique for each shade. Okay, actually I took the shade next to it. It's a little darker, but on another 1-2 brush. Okay, same thing. Half on the base, half on a previous shadow, okay? And you want to blend the edges of the previous shadow so you don't see the last color. Okay, I'm going to go into the shade now, 16, and then for the orange, I'm going to do probably 35 or 34, and for the yellow, this one, shade 43. For the shade 16, this is the 198 brush from PLouise, same technique, half on the base, half on the previous shadow. And this is the shade that I am going to obviously start pulling out more. It don't have to be even, because what's going to happen is I'm going to clean it up when I'm done. So it doesn't matter how low it gets. All right, taking shade 35 on a E97 brush.
Working like a charm. Thanks to the Pokemon Go. Ooh, nice.
And I am going to take a lighter orange. Okay, so I want to take this shade here, number 33. I'm just going to wrap that at the top, just a little bit, on a nice little PLouise 116 brush. Love this brush for this. All right, just here. Same brush, same shade. This is the 199 brush, right? Here. Same process. Then I'll come in with the yellow. I want to show you where I'm putting it, my rough draft. We all have a rough draft, okay? This is my rough draft. And then that'll be just on the edge, still half on the base, half on the previous shadow. All right. But I just want to show you this so I can go back and blend everything out, okay? And that is the ladder technique. Okay, so this is the 50-50 technique, blah. Okay, now we're going to get into the ladder technique. The ladder technique is the most important technique. Okay, that's going to make sure your eyeshadows are intensified and everything. So reapply to intensify, okay? So you're starting with your last color, your lightest color, okay? Our lightest color was yellow, right? Then I'm going to come back down into the orange, that light orange, remember? And basically you put in the shades back where they were when you started, okay? So you just go back down the ladder. So then to that, our first orange, and we're going to pull that. Now as I'm going back down the ladder into our very first color, I'm pulling each color into the color after it, okay? And you're basically putting everything back where you had it the first time. I'm just running through this. Okay, so for the orange, I'm gonna go into shade first 34, then first 33 and 32, and then for the yellow 44. For the yellow orange, taking a 116 brush, right? And then I'm just going to start patting that just here and pulling that into the look. So I'm just showing you where I'm placing everything before I go in and actually start blending. And then I'm going to take this a 162 brush, okay? Right up in here, half on that shadow, half on the base. The yellow is on a E115 brush, so shade 44. All right, but anyways, I am going to go back and do the ladder technique. Right, I'm just taking this PLouise E98 brush, taking what I have, a little leftover base, right? And we're going to just go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Okay, kind of want to make sure that it's above the crease a little bit, just like that. Point blank in a bird. So they have like white. It's white to me. So obviously I'm going to take the white shade number 1, but for the purple, the light purple, I think it was this one. Wait, no, it was this one here, whatever, shade 34, the darker one. All right, and we're just going to lay that right here. When I come back and add the shade 40, the darker purple. It'll just eat up the edges. I'm going to do the lighter purple. And then all that gets covered with pigment anyway. So, all right. So this is just a up brush. I'm going to take the white shade, number 1. All right. I'm going to pack her right here. Okay. I'm also taking the shade 32, the purple pastel-y, and just putting it where the white and the other purple meets, just to help diffuse the edge, the harshness edges. So I'm gonna take the shimmer shade 10 on the darker purple. That's what that looks like, pretty as fuck. And then for the lighter one, I think I want to do maybe either this one. Oh, that's pretty. Number 19 or number 29. Oh, that is pretty. Okay. Oh, I think number 29. So 10 and 29. All right. I'm just going to have it here. Oh, I can just do this then. At least on the darker purple. And kind of just blend that in. And then 29. Same thing. Over the lighter purple. Oh, that is so cute. For the white, Miss Girly, we're going to go into a actual pigment. I love this. This is so pretty. From J. LaRue Cosmetics. It is called White Diamonds. It looks like this. Like, oh, you kidding me? Okay. And go right over it. All up there. Oh, I'm going to do that too. Okay. I want to also take Miss Fenty Beauty, her newest Diamond Bomb. This is in shade Lavender Love, right? I love this so much. It's so pretty, but you won't be able to, like, it's not going to be like, ugh. You see how just beautiful that is? Oh my gosh. So Miss Fenty is going to be just on a brush. I'm just going to dust it all over. Might not be able to tell it's there, but I know it's there. When I do the liner, I'm going to do green. And that is going to be in a newer paint in the shade Mermaid's Tail. I love this so much. Yeah.
I think Josh is holier than any of us now. Don't do that.
All right. Shade 17. And that is the one right here. I'm thinking about if I'm going to do the liner, the graphic liner or not. I want to, but I'm scared. Okay, here's the moment. Like, I'm so scared. But I think I could do it. Okay, so starting with one of the PLouise off the record graphic liner palette. Okay, this is like the rainbow one. And I may or may not dig into the pastel one. Okay, it is so pretty. I love pastels. It's my favorite one. Okay, I got setting spray. Okay, for my water. I just put it in this cap for now. PLouise has a 10-piece liner set. These are the brushes. Okay, very thin, very noise. Okay, and the one I wanted to start with this one. This is the 312. Okay, I'm going to do a yellow. I'm going to plop it right there. I'm going to do like the little star looking shape, like, but they say if you use a lash glue that'll help.
Oh no, my jaw is tingling and I see a white light.
Okay, ma'am, please stay still. Let's get her to the white.
Okay. So the first one I took was this one. Now I'm going to go into this one here.
And say that it was my.
Oh my gosh.
For a moment, but Mr. Chew.
Lower lash line, let's go. Same base shade too. So we're going with the crisp finish, the salty AF.
Let me go, Doris.
This part, like this.
Is doing tarot evil. They say it, yeah, Jim Carrey was fake. The nose was a prosthetic. I thought that much. It's so bad. We drive to the warehouse and we go through a certain area of town. We go through there and I mean...
Anyways, I want to go into the Blend Bunny Surge, right? And we're just going to take Chemistry, okay? For the green, when I get to it, I went in with this first one, so now I'm going to go into this one, and then I'll come in for the last color, this one, shade 25, M431, right on the base. I popped on here for the blush moment. Anyway, really quick, I took shade 26. It's a red. I'm gonna pop that right there. All right, and then I went in with number 34 that we used earlier. Half on, half off. And then I'll come back and like reblend them and point blank in the period, bitches. We are done. The hair is hairy. I like it. It's cool. It's okay. But we did it. We accomplished a look. Okay, one of one. I don't know. But yeah. So PLouise ate the fuck down. When I tell you these shadows, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I can't. Like, this palette is a dream. Okay, a dream. The only thing I would recommend, I would have liked to see the actual, like, what a palette is, the colors are. Maybe that be magnetic. You can take that off fully, okay? Cause I can't put this nowhere to do my makeup. Like, I don't. Nobody has room for this big ass palette, but we make it work. You want to know that? Point blank in a period, okay? But anyways, you guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that good old notification bell so our thou will be notified when I upload it, okay? All right, but you guys, let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.